is off, and then they can make more repairs.
No, but one thing I will say, you want to know why you hear us talking about toe link being bent, what it does? That's exactly what it does. That's a toe link bent. Or broke.
Chastain and Suarez on the restart. And they both want the lead.
Suarez got a little better restart this time, so they're going to have a drag race down in turn 3. See who's going to time this out. Looks like Chastain's ahead a little bit, head down into 3. Suarez a bit so strong on the bottom. Looks like he just missed the bottom though a little bit. Going to try to slide up right in front of his teammate. It's the lead.
3 wide with 3 to go in stage 2.
And look who it is, the 5. Back in the game.
Of course.
Well, the 5 teams got 3 laps to go, Clint, before they completely reset the pit crew and the driver.
Yeah, the halfway mark. Here's what Daniel talked about. At this point, I'm telling you, it's all about attrition. Get this thing to the end of this thing. No more mistakes. Clean them up. Ride a little bit, if you will. 85, 90%. Let's watch the laps and see what happens.
And Ryan Blaney has taken his car to the garage. 2 laps to go, stage 2. Fighting for the last stage point. Truex Almirola.
What about Eric Jones, guys? That team has done the most with a small team. And think back to Fontana, the laps he was able to lead there.
My boy in third, baby.
Speedway, the
Go, Eric.
battling for second right there.
Hey, another
You can take the lead.
for the playoffs. He needs to battle back, had a little bit of trouble at Kansas. And this is exactly what he's looking for.
Let's go, baby.
Logging them laps and getting them to stage point. Get back in that game.
Yeah, and the one thing that he's got going for him right now, he's got a little bit fresher tires, about 15 lap fresher tires than what some of those other guys that he's battling with.
Final lap, stage 2.
Thought better of it. I like that. Hey, went for the move. Wasn't quite there. Let's survive to get it another day. Let's get these stage points as soon as we can. We still have 2 left.
Daniel Suarez wins stage 2, his 3rd career stage win and his 2nd of this season.
Big party in the night of Tootsies. Look at that.
Team Trackhouse 1-2 at halfway in the Coca-Cola 600.
If you've been living with heart disease, reducing cholesterol can be hard, even when you're taking a statin and being active.
Well, that's our first station, so right here would be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Three. This being Memorial Day
One hell of
weekend,
a fucking
during our
race so
600
far.
miles of remembrance, we will take a very special pause, and that includes all of NASCAR's teams and
Everybody's
pit
wrecking.
crews
Let me see your phone for a second.
and the drivers.
There was a almost a 20-something car wreck. Oh, I want to see what the stream looks like on there.
Daniel Suarez, Stage 2 winner, Ross Chastain for Team Trackhouse, Eric Jones, and at Petty Motorsports, Petty GMS Chevrolet in third. Chase Briscoe is the highest running Ford in fourth for Stuart Haas. Ricky Stenhouse fifth. Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex is the highest running Toyota in ninth, and Christopher Bell at the final stage point in 10th. So pit road is still closed for pit stops as the pace car brings the field down, and they will come to a halt as NASCAR joins in our 600 miles of remembrance.
I just wanted to make sure what that was seeing. Now they're going to do the moment of silence. Look at all the cars coming in. Yeah. You get there a lot of things.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for a moment of remembrance to honor our servicemen and women who have sacrificed their lives so that we may enjoy our freedoms this Memorial Day weekend. To honor the fallen from our U.S. Armed Forces, please join all of us in a moment of silence. The Honor and Remember flag that was displayed is a national symbol of remembrance, perpetually recognizing the ultimate sacrifice of our military fallen heroes from all conflicts and all branches of service and their Gold Star families. If you'd like to learn more, visit honorandremember.org or text the word flag to 71777.
Attention please. Millions of AT&T and Verizon customers are suffering from unexpected price hikes and economic adjustment charges. But there is a solution. Right now, when you switch your family to T-Mobile Magenta Max, you can get up to $1,000. And you'll get T-Mobile's price lock guarantee. They won't raise the rates of your rate plan ever, because you are entitled to more.
If you've been impacted, act now. You may be eligible to receive up to $1,000 from T-Mobile.
And you should listen to me. I'm a British actor.
Yes! Hanging that big old TV with just a little lean. You deserve a delicious Dr. Pepper.
I do?
Oh, yeah! You're not the only one. Maybe you got the kids to school.
But I was 20 minutes late.
Oh, Mama, parenting is hard. And you're doing great.
I just passed this test that proves I'm not a bot.
No, so hot.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, falls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2022 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid. With 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. What's Skyrizi? 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months after just 2 doses. Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine. Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
The next pick in the NBA draft is Johnny Davis.
The toasted cheddar chalupa is back, only at Taco Bell.
Friend, you should really use Credible.com. It's a better way to find great loan rates.
Damn. Woo! Lover, Kylie, I love you. Finding you great rates and never selling your data.
Incredible.
He's the credible. Oh, like bull.
Yeah, but like Credible too.
That's right.
Credible.com.
On this weekend of remembrance, our thoughts, our prayers are also with the community of Uvalde, Texas. To the grieving families and friends of those who were lost in this and all of these senseless acts of violence, we stand beside you with love and support, and we will unite to bring about change. Halfway in the Coca-Cola 600, coming to pit stops at the end of stage 2. A couple of drivers out of the race we'll hear from in a moment. William Byron was racing to remember U.S. Army Special Ops Airborne Sergeant First Class Ronald Ryder of Alton, Illinois, who died in Afghanistan on his 30th birthday, survived by his wife and daughter. Brian Blaney, racing to remember Marine Corporal Brad Squires of Middleburg Heights, Ohio, lost in Iraq at age 26. Kurt Busch, remembering Oswego, New York's Senior Chief Navy Petty Officer Shannon Kent, a cryptologic warfare specialist, lost in Syria due to a suicide bomber. And Bubba Wallace, racing to remember Virginia Army National Guard Staff Sergeant Craig Cherry from Winchester, Virginia, whose vehicle struck an improvised explosive device in Afghanistan. He was 39. Vince Welch.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., remember, he had to start at the back of the pack. His car was awful yesterday in practice and qualifying, but Brian Caddy has tuned it up. Pits from the 5th position, just 4 tires, Jamie.
It's such an impressive run for the 14 of Chase Briscoe. He said, leave it alone. I don't want anything here except a drink with some sugar in it. Regan.
Jones on Scuff Tires, 1 run ago, 2 loose. Better on this run. Going to leave it alone. The 1 car Ross Chastain. That race car was tight and stayed tight the whole run in the 99 of Daniel Suarez.
All right.
That car right where they wanted right now.
Up front, there's your Ram race off pit road. Suarez and Chastain, with Briscoe gaining a spot. Tyler Reddick up 2. And Austin Dillon picks up 6 spots on pit road. More trouble on the 5. Long pit stop for him, for Harrison Burton and others. A lot of miles to go. How about dialing up our stage 2 winner?
Hey, Daniel, this is Jamie Mack up in the Fox booth. You got me?
Hey, amigo, how are you doing?
Hey, amigo. Clint told me not to say that, but I was thinking the same thing, buddy. Look, your car really good at the beginning of this race. Looked like you faded a little bit in the middle, but you're right back there, won that stage. How do you feel about the rest of the night?
I feel pretty good, man. All my teams have done a very, very good job all night. They brought a very fast car. Obviously, we were making some adjustments, keeping up with the track, but overall, very happy with the battle. Our 99 Chevy Camaro Tom is it pretty good? Hopefully, we can keep making it a little bit better to stay up front and keep on the attention.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, you look great tonight. We wish you the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you, amigo. Appreciate it.
You didn't tell him. I'm glad you did that interview because every time I do one, it jinxes everybody.
But just because you pass the buck off on me when you don't want to talk to someone.
Check this out.
Let's have another look at this big pileup. Watch the 12 of Ryan Blaney get down just on the flat, and the car just gets away and clogs up the whole bottom lane, then the top lane. A dozen cars involved, and many of them are out of the race due to damage as a result. Here's a list of the cars involved. That includes William Byron, who's with Vince Welch.
William Byron checked and released from the infield care center. What happened tonight?
Yeah, just I thought we were in the catbird seat there. We were the first guy on. New tires had a good restart through 1 and 2, or through 1. And got ahead of the 45. We're gonna cycle out really well there. So, and then they just started wrecking on the bottom and cleaned up into us on the top. So this sucks. It's chaos out there. I mean, the car, you can't drive the car. Any slight bit sideways is wrecked, and so somebody gets a little bit sideways, and we all wreck. So it either takes out other people or just they spin to the infield, but just chaos.
Well, Ryan Blaney did have to drive his car back. His night is over. What exactly happened with you there at the front of the field?
Yeah, we're all pretty tight there, kind of pushing, and I was kind of following the 8. He kind of ran through the grass, and I did too, and then he was going to be on the apron and kind of turned right last minute. Next thing I knew, I was on the apron and turned around. So I hate it. It makes you feel pretty dumb doing that, and I just couldn't see nothing. So I hate it tore up, our car and a handful of others. Buddy over Edge Ford Mustang was decent tonight. I felt like we were getting a little bit better, but hate it ends that way. Just judgment, not really judgment call, but just kind of spatially, I didn't really know where I was at, and just made a mistake.
Brian Blaney, one of 10 cars now out of the race, 27 running. Kaz Grolin will probably get the next 5 or 6 free passes. He's the only car left standing.
Do you have a big melee like that, take out a bunch of cars? It's somebody's fortune. Who that is, that 19 of Truex. Been very quiet so far in this Coke 600. Look for this 19 car to come alive.
11 caution flags so far, counting the stage ends. Coming to the Geico restart zone for stage 3 of 4. Only 9 of 62 600s have had more caution flags than we've had today. Joey Logano, Martin Truex.
Well, slipped up a little bit on the inside. Suarez looked to his inside, closed the door. That was very close.
Really backed up the inside, put him too wide.
Suarez actually lifted out of the gas, gave him a gift right there. It cost him a couple spots.
And it puts the Toyotas back to the front behind Joey Logano. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, 3 of the 4 Gibbs Toyotas. The other one, Christopher Bell, just a couple more spots back.
Oh, by the way, in case you weren't tuned in earlier, Kyle Busch, he was spun around at one time in this race.
Lap 46.
Look, your car really good at the beginning of this race. You want to phase a little bit in the middle. Once you're right back there on that stage, how do you feel about the rest of the night?
Pretty good, man. All my teams have done a pretty good whole night. They were very fast. We were making some adjustments, keeping up with the track, but very happy with it. It is pretty good. Hopefully, we keep making it a little bit better since they are from keep on it.
Yeah, but you look great tonight. We wish you the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you, Diego. Appreciate it.
You didn't tell me. I'm glad you did that interview because every time I do one, it jinxes everybody. Just because you pass me up on me when you don't want to talk to someone like that. What's that? Big pile up.
On the field.
Yeah. Coming to the Geico restart zone for stage 3 of 4. Only 9 of 62 600 have had more caution flags than we've had today. Joey Logano, Martin Truex. Now switch up a little bit on the inside. Swing his hook to the inside. Joey Logano, Martin Truex. Real, and we're only halfway.
Unbelievable. The crazy thing is there's still time. What he's saying is not wrong.
And he's convinced Kyle Larson. That's the most important thing.
How would you know, though? His temperament's always the same. 10-4.
You'll know because you'll see him passing cars.
That's no change.
Okay. Let's use their pit camera, their overhead camera, and there you see what happens is Greg Almirola comes in. Oh, I lost that tire.
Well, he lost the one that came to the inside of his rim, but he lost both of them. Ripped the other one out of his hand, and it went out of the pit road. That's the one I saw.
Yeah, and that's not Eric Amarola's fault, just so we're clear. He's trying to get in his pit stall. Carrier just jumped over the wall, trying to get around the car just a little too quick.
Just what Cliff Daniels said, though. Let's calm down, reset, reestablish, and get back in this game.
The problem was he said they were going to do that at the stage break. That was after the stage break.
Still there.
Justin Mark's team Trackouts, a second-year team, holding down positions 1 and 2, 217 laps out of 400 complete.
Trilogy for COPD. If you've been playing down your COPD, it's time to make a stand. Start a new day with Trilogy. No once daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trilogy. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trilogy helps people breathe easier and improves lung function. It also helps prevent future flare-ups. Trilogy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com.
Toyota, let's go places.
eBay Motors. They have all the right parts at the right prices. Whether I'm on 2 wheels, 4 wheels, or no wheels.
Eliminating grays is as easy as combing your hair. With just from an Easy Comb in color. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results. Let's get this meeting started. Has never been easier. The most men trust Just for Men.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless